Good day, everybody. Today, we are here to conduct an assessment to see your knowledge and skills. I am Adrian Porpi Ilagan, your accredited TESTA assessor, and we are here in SLS Lucena campus to perform your assessment. For verification, here is my ID, and now let me see your admission slip, which is proof that you are verified to assess or as a candidate for the assessment. And before we proceed, I would like to welcome our honorable TESDA representative, Mr. Enrique Palero Jr. And thank you, sir, for visiting us. And okay, now let me discuss some reminders before we proceed to our assessment. Well, for the assessment, it is divided into three parts. The first is written test, second is demonstration, and last is the oral examination. The test consists of 60 items. Answer it and achieve 40 scores or to pass the assessment. And for the demonstration, I will call your name and you will perform the following tasks given. And as for the oral examination, I will call your names and ask questions regarding our assessment. And before we proceed, if you have some concerns or difficulties, please raise your hand. And if there's none, then let's continue. I would like to remind you all that before we continue our assessment, bringing foods or beverages and cell phones and going to CRs or comfort rooms is prohibited and during the assessment. And now, I will ask a question. Mr. De Los Santos, what is your purpose for this assessment?
I want to have a better job po.
Thank you, Mr. De Los Santos. And now, let's proceed to the presentation of the core competencies of computer system servicing. Well, computer system servicing consists of install and configure computer systems. First is identify computer parts and its functions, assemble and disassemble computer system, perform installation of OS, configure BIOS and BIOS and drive partition, install third applications and drivers and peripherals, set up computer networks such as transmission media, which is wired, UTP cable or coaxial cables, fiber optic cables, wireless, the network size, LAN and WAN, management method, peer-to-peer and client-server, topology, connectivity, bus and star and ring. Next is set up computer servers, DHCP server, DNS server, file services, folder redirection, remote desktop, printer management. And next is maintain and repair computer systems and networks. Back up your data, clean dust from your computer, clean up your cabling and everything else. And organize your installation disk, run antivirus and spyware scans regularly, clean up your software, and clean up your operating system. So now let us proceed to the first part of our examination. As I have mentioned earlier, the written examination consists of 60 items. And you are considered qualified when you have the scores of 40. And here are your examination papers. Please pass. And as for everyone that has already finished the exam, we will now continue for the demonstration. I will call a person to come in front in order to perform their demonstration. For the last part of the assessment, which is the oral examination, I will call a person to answer the given questions here in the front. And Mr. De Los Santos, please come forward. And then give 3 parts of a motherboard.
RAM slot, CPU, and USB port.
Thank you very much, Mr. De Los Santos. Now, we are done with our task. I would like to congratulate you all for finishing the task properly. If I call your name, please proceed in here in the front and I will show you the results of your assessment. Mr. De Los Santos, I would like to congratulate you for passing the assessment. I noticed that you performed well and your score in the written exam is 55, which is a good passing score. And you demonstrated well and answered all the questions in the oral examination. You may now claim your CARS and or the Certificate of Assessment Result Summary for passing the CSS NC2 assessment. Ms. Aliyami Ibarra, here is your result of your assessment. I am sorry to say that you did not meet the qualifications for passing the NC2 CSS. I noticed earlier that you have some difficulties during the assessment, but it's okay. You still have a chance to pass the assessment next time and you will receive a certificate of competency for taking the assessment in CSS CNC2. Congratulations. Before we end our assessment, I would like if you could evaluate your test assessor through the answer sheets on how I performed during our assessment. And alright, everyone, I'd like to congratulate you all because you have taken the assessment and some of you have passed and some are not, but it's okay. And it does not prove that you failed the assessment. It doesn't prove that you are not competitive. I would likely announce that this is the end of the assessment. Good day everyone and congratulations.